So today I'm going to teach you about the different formulas. Every formula starts with the equal sign. Okay, in A1 we're going to type the word add. In A2 we're going to type subtract. A3 we're going to write multiply. In A4 we're going to write divide. Now we're going to start to put some numbers in the B column. I'm going to start with 100. You can put in whatever number you want. I'm going to put 300 in B2, 8 in B3, and 100 in B4. Now in C, in the column C, you're going to pick the numbers that you're either going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide with the numbers that you put in B, in the column B. So in C1, I'm going to put 100. In C2, I'm going to put 145. C3, I'm going to put 8. And in C4, I'm going to put 25. So now what we're going to do is we're going to write the formula in each cell in D. Remember that every formula begins with an equal sign. So the first thing we're going to do is push the equal sign. And then we're going to put the two cell names in. So for this one, it's B1. And then we're going to put the addition sign in, the plus sign. And then we're going to put the next cell in, which is C1. And so check to make sure that that the formula has an equal sign, and then you hit enter. And you should be able to estimate in your head what the answer should be. So now we're going to do subtraction. Remember, it starts with an equal sign. We're going to put the cell name in there. This is B2. We're going to put the minus sign in. And the next cell, which is C2. And hit enter. If you put the wrong cell names in there, sometimes it'll give you an error. So for the next one, it's multiply. We put an equal sign in. And this is B3. You can also click on the cell and it will automatically put the cell name in there. Now multiply, normally when you do it with pencil and paper, you use the X as a symbol for multiply. But in Excel you can't use that because it recognizes as it a letter. So instead we're going to put the star or the asterisk in there. And to get to the star, you're going to hold the shift key down and press the number 8, and it will put the asterisk in there. And then click the next cell that you want to include in this formula. So we have equal sign B3 asterisk or star C3, and when we hit enter, it comes up with the answer. Now for divide, I always think of it like a fraction. We're going to take 100 and divide it into 25 pieces. So it would be 100 slash 25. So the fraction would be like this. So when you write the formula, it's the equal sign. And click on the first cell or type the cell name in. You're going to put a slash in there. You're going to click on the second cell and then you're going to hit enter. And you come up with the answer. Now remember, you need to mentally, in your head, check these answers and estimate whether or not they're going to be right. because if you put in the wrong formula, the answer could be wrong. So let's say instead of, we'll go back to the formula in D1. So instead of putting in C1, let's say I accidentally put in C3. So see how my answer is different? Because now I did 100 plus 8. So you need to make sure that you're thinking about what the answer would be. So you put in the right cells so you know that you have the right answer. So, and if you go up here to the function bar, you can see that I've clicked two different cells, and that's why my answer is off. So make sure you are using the right cells. Sometimes if you put in the wrong cell, you'll get an error. So like this one we get decimals, and that doesn't make sense. So you need to make sure that you've got the right cells, okay? I was trying to get it to show me an error. Sometimes it says value or it just looks weird, and that's what my students report to me. The other thing is, remember that you can always change the column lists by clicking here and dragging. I had already set up my columns, so I didn't have to do that.